I think the program was really good. It was helpful for me, especially working in industry right now in manufacturing, to know some of the things that you can use to help you improve the quality of your product, and make sure your customers are happy with the way you're producing your product.
The fact that there's a little bit of flexibility with the schedule, while also advancing my ability to learn more about what's happening in the industry and gain some experience, gain some real experience. It's been, I enjoy, I think this program has been overall very, very good in that respect.
It's a great initial first step for a lot of people who are maybe upskilling or reskilling or transitioning to a different field. Business analytics or analysts, it definitely has its own terminology, its own way of doing things. And this program, I think, gave a lot of us the foundation we needed to take those first steps into the business analyst roles.
With respect to the job itself, it's been very useful learning more about learning more about web development, given that that's something that's pretty common commonly required or commonly sought after in the industry. So getting to learn more about what is generally used, like the newer technologies that are used, and just being able to have the opportunity to apply some of what I've been learning in the software engineering curriculums thus far. I'm seeing a lot of those applications applied to this apprenticeship. So those are probably the more useful things.
I found most helpful kind of using the tools to crunch numbers and data and actually see, visual representation using histograms or regression analysis to actually see, this is what, the meaning behind the numbers and how that actually affects the output, of your products or your services that you make for your customers. So, turning that into something, real world and real case that you can actually make a judgment based off of.
The speakers. So the speakers are great. So if you're going to do this one again, definitely get those same speakers back. Learning and understanding from their perspective what their daily jobs are like as a business analyst or even in the business field was very enlightening. And it helped a lot of us really understand what the role is or what the role could be. And each person brought their own perspective, which I thought was a wonderful way to kind of give an overall picture of what it's like to be in either a business analyst role or a similar role.
I think it'll definitely help me in my current role. I'll be doing a lot of work with the quality systems at this facility. So this will definitely help, give me a little bit more knowledge and depth of understanding of, the quality systems, lean methodologies, Six Sigma tools, those kind of things. So I can personally grow myself more in the quality industry, and then also help others, understand the importance of it.
I think it's a good first step for helping me advance my career. It is definitely teaching you the basics, but I do believe that it would definitely need learning in addition, or either hands-on or maybe an apprenticeship, something like that, something to complement what we were learning in the class. But it definitely is a great way for people who have no business background before or didn't go to school for business or it's been a long time to really understand what it is like today to start the role as a business analyst. So I would say yes, but I think it's this and something else would require really that bump up in a career.
This is the first major, I'd say, experience, major step forward into looking into getting into the industry. Learning, developing those connections now, and just getting a broader sense of what is actually being done in the industry, like how smaller companies might be pursuing those newer technologies, and just the general climate. Seeing how things are transitioning more and more remotely has also been eye-opening. So generally, with respect to gaining those perspectives and those connections, I think yes, that it would help me. This program is helping me career-wise.
I definitely would have liked to have seen an overall project that would have allowed us to apply the skills that we were learning. This was especially as like getting, the business process done or the modeling done. If we were able to actually apply what we were learning each week, I think that would have really solidified the information. In my opinion, would have been the icing on the cake for the program itself.
It definitely didn't feel exactly fine-tuned to what I was doing as an engineering student. It's more so, leadership questions or, reading through or watching LinkedIn learning modules. And those are helpful to an extent. But at the same time, it isn't exactly completely guided to what I'm doing. Maybe more collaboration with a company that you're working with in developing course content, or even just, even just like standing back entirely and letting, the company kind of, tell you what to do, and you kind of being on your own and learning that way is also valuable.
I think the program is really good. I feel like it was fairly short, which was nice, but I mean, you cover a lot of ground. So, I mean, there's a lot of things to cover. They did great with answering any questions and getting back, between, the days to help people that kind of struggle a little bit with some of the portions of it. But overall, the program is really good. And then, the information that you get is a really great reference for your future. So, I mean, it'll be helpful forever for me, at least.